Well, hello everybody. We have just 7 seconds left before today's qualifying gets underway. Welcome to FRR, ladies and gentlemen. On this crisp Tuesday evening, I am Josh. A pleasure to be live yet again with you for another exciting evening of FRR action, ladies and gentlemen. It is Tier 2 this time, round 2. We are at the Miami International Autodrome for what is promising, or what hopes to be, an incredibly exciting race. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday's Tier 1 race was filled with 3 safety cars, many crashes, 7 retirements, and overall an incredible race, ladies and gentlemen. And Tier 2, trust me, has got a lot to, well, bring to the table really, and to make this an incredible race, because yesterday's Tier 1 race, my god, the overtaking was incredible, and the lead of the race came down to the last corner. That's all I'm going to say. Please do go and watch that, because it was purely incredible. One of the best FRR races I've ever seen. And I've been here pretty much since FRR started. I was here in the very last season of Elite Racing Championship. Admit I took a break. But anyway, enough waffle. So, a lot of you will see the track, Miami, in front of you, but may not know a lot about it. Well, I can tell you for a fact that it is 5.41 kilometers long. It has 19 corners, 3 straights, and 3 DRS zones with an estimated top speed of 320 kilometers an hour. So it is a fast little street circuit, everybody, and that is what makes it such an incredible track. As we move over now to the championship standings in Season 2, ladies and gentlemen, Bad Boy is currently leading the way on 25 points as he won the last time out in Mexico. Ranga is in second, Nightowl is in third, a slow start to him maybe very early on in the season. Admittedly, Fixable Rhyme is in fourth, Lunimo is in fifth, with RNG Merits in sixth, 839th man is 7th with Scrufford Dub, 8th, who is a reserve driver for this year. Josh ESIC is in 9th with Brewmaster in 10th. Everyone else in Tier 2 has either not participated or has not showed up to a race yet, ladies and gentlemen. As for the construction standings, of course, Haas are on top with 33 points. A dominant weekend for them then last time out. But qualifying is underway. We have drivers leaving their garages, and I'm going to get what I need up for today's race. Inters is going to be the best tyres for this qualifying session, ladies and gentlemen, as Bad Boy is out on track. He's out on track in the Haas, the number 2 Haas. Obviously, last time out, a very good race for him. Can he improve today? We'll have to see, ladies and gentlemen. Wekaz out on track in the Red Bull as well. Can they be can they be more lucky than the Red Bull team were yesterday? No points for Red Bull yesterday, as people are arriving into the session. Admittedly a little bit late, but still they are arriving. And here is JJ Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, in the Williams. We will be partnering Dima Amit for today's race, and he's invalidated his lap, but of course it is only an out lap, so it doesn't really matter what happens. And I can feel my voice is going already, ladies and gentlemen. My throat is on fire. Anyway, we will continue for the love of the game, because this should be a very good race. A very good race indeed. And of course, no one is watching. But as we're now going to go through the last few corners here with JJ Johnson, we might as well stay on board to see what the benchmark time is going to be going then into turn 1. This is an incredible overtaking position. A nice little dive bomb down here will set you up perfectly for the move a little bit later on in the lap here. Yesterday we saw some incredible wheel-to-wheel action. There's a little bit of oversteer there for JJ Johnson. That's not what he will want to start his flying lap and to start the pace setting lap of this qualifying session. Overtakes were happening here, there and everywhere yesterday. Everybody with many overtakes going on in this sector of the track. Wheel-to-wheel, side-by-side action. It was purely incredible. Can Tier 2 be like that? Well, we will find out eventually. Pub Sector 1 for JJ Johnson. But Night Owl is also on a lap. So is Dima Amit. So is Josh RNG. So is Wekaz. So is Josh. And so is Bad Boy. So a few out on the lap, but JJ Johnson will be the first to cross the line with that benchmark pace setting lap. And we will have to see what it is. We will have to see what it is. For a bit of context, everybody, yesterday's yesterday's qualifying pole position lap was a 1:27.1 set by FGE Triati. A 1:27.1 is what they said yesterday. So there was a lot to live up to for our Tier 2 drivers today, and of course, how close will they get? It's a 1:35 currently, increasing up. Benchmark time then is a 1:38 flat. Of course, yesterday's qualifying was done in Aldera as well. I did forget to mention that. Bad Boy's going to come across the line. He had invalidated that lap. Wekaz coming down the straight now as Night Owl goes fastest of a 1:36.4. Pushing JJ Johnson down even further. His teammate Dima Amit has gone through for 1:36.6. So clearly that oversteer that we saw from JJ Johnson was quite harmful. Josh E, as I see, has gone into 4th. Rebel Boy is 4th and 5th. Which, respectively, not too bad for them, as Bad Boy has invalidated yet again. As RNG Merritt puts himself right up into the mix there, so does A30's Nightmares. Rhyme is going to go 5th in this one. And already the times are flooding in. Setting up what will hopefully be a very exciting qualifying and hopefully an even more exciting race. Oh wow, this is going to be a struggle. Scruff it up. Gonna start his first flying lap of today. DT Whitey though is currently on one. Just in sector 1 at the moment there for DT Whitey. If you look at the bottom of your screen, you'll see the arrow moving around the track. That is DT Whitey's live track map, and that was a good corner there. Not cutting it, not going too wide. That he risks a penalty. Oh, sorry, I mean a invalidated lap, which of course would send him back a little bit. Bad Boy and Scruff on fast laps. But we will watch the Alfa Romeo of DT Whitey almost reaching 200 and surpasses 201 miles an hour. Just he gets 201 miles an hour down on the straight. Around the next couple of corners he will go. Little bit wide there, a little bit too much braking there as Josh comes over 1:36.1. That's 3 tenths faster than Night Owl's time, so that will for now be the fastest lap of this qualifying session so far. Yes, okay, it is early stages, but still, everything matters, everything counts in the opening stages. See, we're around this corner. The throttle through the floor, a little bit of oversteer there. He'll continue to go, he'll go 9th, down, straight down to 10th with 1:36.9. Let's hope he can improve to give himself a pretty good chance in qualifying. Bad Boy hasn't invalidated yet, but can he keep that going, as he will want to get a benchmark time set for himself with 11 minutes left in this qualifying session. And I am going to have to get a drink, ladies and gentlemen, because my throat has become quite dry. All of a sudden, a little bit of a sore throat has just enveloped itself, so I will go get a drink in not too long, probably when we've quietened down on track a little bit. I do apologise. I'll take 3 seconds. Bad Boy hasn't invalidated. He's coming across the line. Across the line, and it's a 1:35.4 from Bad Boy. Is Bad Boy? Okay, I guess it's only the second qualifying session we've had to see. Is Bad Boy maybe going to get a really start strong to the season, maybe run away with the championship a little bit quickly before Night Owl can really notice and can really pick up his pace, ladies and well, we will have to see. And I'm going to have to go and grab a drink, ladies and gentlemen, but I'll leave you with Alfie Boo on his first final lap of this qualifying session. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, give me 2 seconds. What did I miss? I missed R&D Merit. Put it in second place with a 1:35.486. So 20 thousandths of a second off of his teammate. Fine margins so far between the top two in the same team in this qualifying session then. Well, Darrell in the Ferrari goes third fastest. We have 1:36 dead, 6 tenths lower than second place, but still a very respectable time. And Nights Owl sat down in fifth on a 1:36.4. Sorry, I'll stop breathing into the mic because I can hear it as well, and it's quite jarring, actually. Seven minutes remain in this qualifying session. JD Johnson is going to go out to try and prove his time. A 1:36.6 is all he's done. As the track has dried up, DRS has been enabled, and can we see the lap times? Well, we will see, of course, the lap times really reduce from here on in. Can they get down to the 1:27.1? That was, of course, the pole position in yesterday's Tier 1 race. Who knows? I reckon some of our Tier 2 drivers can definitely give it a blooming good go. We will see. And we will stay with JD Johnson for this lap. We'll have a look at the benchmark soft time that the rest of the 18 strong grid have to try and beat in the final few minutes of this qualifying session. Well, I didn't expect that. Dima Amit with the benchmark time, a 1:30.354. Just about much they all need to beat. Well, I'd be honest, I didn't expect that at all. It caught me well off guard, but a good lap from Dima Abbott. But Ranga just has to come in, doesn't he? He has to be there, and he has to go and set a 1:29.348. The way it goes. But will anyone else go faster than that? I think they will, you know. Suspicion. I think they will. DT Whitey goes third fastest. Dima Amit is second with a 1:33. He may have been there, actually. Yeah, he was probably there originally, wasn't he? I am going slightly mad today. A little bit of context behind that. I had to do a maths exam today, and it didn't go well. You know what? I woke up on the wrong side of the metaphorical bed today because I sleep in a couple box in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, been a bit of a struggle today. JD Johnson puts it third place, but Josh, I see. In the Ferrari, I see a very good lap there from Josh. Goes to 1:28.5, pushed down though by Bad Boy with what is essentially a 1:28.5 as well. How much is separating those two then? And Joe Moser, he's not with us today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's all take 1 minute silence to just send our thoughts to God. JD Johnson because João Moser isn't here today. 1 minute silence, please. So, the reigning Tier 2 champion, Night Owl. Disappointing qualifying. So far, he's currently down in 11th place, but he hasn't set a lap on these soft compound tyres, only on the Inter so far, of course. Earlier on this qualifying session. It was a little bit wet. A little bit wet, as we say in the music industry. No one's ever said that ever, just for your information. It's just one of my crappy satire jokes. Oh well. So, who is going to take pole? That is the question which we are all asking ourselves. Well, I'm asking myself here in the commentary box. Who's going to take pole? Will it be Josh? Will Josh have done enough to keep pole? Judging by the gap between RNG Merit and himself, I don't think so. I think this pole could potentially go to the man right here, Night Owl, the reigning Tier 2 champion. Can he put in an impressive qualifying performance, similar to his season last season? And can he storm his way to a pole? Well, there's only one way to find out. By watching his lap. So, here we are then, in Sector 1, as you do. Nice little lap time for a little bit of zest. A little bit of zest for you here, ladies and gentlemen. We ride on board with him. DTYT retires from the session, but that really isn't going to phase Night Owl. He couldn't care less. He just wants to get a good lap time in here. It's a green. That's one, I believe, for Night Owl. So he hasn't gone fastest in Sector 1. He'll need to improve on that. If he wants his pole position to become a reality, this will need to be a purple Sector 2, and it is very good. Through Sector 2, and it is a purple Sector 2 for Night Owl. Sector 3 needs to be perfect. Good exits, good speed as Roadmaster. His teammate goes fastest with a 1:27.9. So close. Demon Amit moves up into second place with Ranga taking it for 1:27.9 flat. Can Night Owl take pole position here at Miami? Yes, he will with 1:27.541. 4/10 faster than Night Owl. That is an impressive lap. As we look down the order, then what is Josh going to do from 8th place? Can he potentially take pole position as well? A little bit of lag here, which means chances are I could be kicked out this qualifying session thanks to the servers, but we will continue nonetheless. The DRS goes wide open. And there is Gonna be a little bit of contact here. Josh, can he go fastest? He hasn't set, I don't believe, a purple sector yet. The DRS is open across the line. It is a 4th place. Night Owl takes pole position this season here in Miami with a storming lap time right towards the end of qualifying then, ladies and gentlemen. Night Owl is on pole by 4/10 of a second. Ranger is in second, Remaster in third, Josh in fourth, Dima Amit in fifth, Josh ESIC is in sixth in the Red Bull Orangey Met, and Bad Boy both in the Haas, both 7th and 8th. A good showing from them so far this weekend. 9th for Weckers, A13th Nightmare is 10th. Alfie Boo is 11th, Fixable Rhyme is 12th, JD Johnson 13th, 14th is the Gaming Duo, DTYT is 15th, Will Darrell 16th, and Scrufferdub and Looney Moo didn't set lap times, meaning they'll be 17th and 18th. Join us back in just a few seconds time for the Miami Grand Prix here in Tier 2 for FRR. Well, the sun is out here at the Hard Rock Stadium. Welcome. It is the race for Tier 2 and FRR. Night Owl has just taken pole position. Shock horror. I know. An incredible lap right towards the end of the session means he will take first place. And the formation lap will begin. Alpha Tauri looking very strong, qualifying first and third. You would think that they are going to be the force to beat this season. But a good race here. We'll definitely get them rolling along. Definitely get them rolling along in this qualifying session. Josh in the Ferrari, a late surge to 4th place with a decent lap. And he set himself up quite nicely here. All he needs to do now is get that race pace. He is on the hard tyres, though some others may be on the mediums, but he has gone for the hard tyres. We'll have to see how that goes. So a lot of drivers are on the hard tyres. Josh ESIC is on the mediums. So is Wackat, so is Nightmare, so is Boo, and so is the Gaming Duo 212. So, let's see. There is probably a guaranteed safety car in this race, as you never know. Night Owl really getting on with this. He is storming ahead of the rest. Ranger backing the pack up. Certainly more than Night Owl has been doing so far. And we're around the final corner. This is where the lead changed yesterday on the last lap. High expectations for this race following on from yesterday. But can it deliver? That is the question I'm asking myself as the drivers line up on the grid. Last bit of oversteer there from Night Owl, and there's a bit of reversing going on here as he's messed up his grid slot, and I think he may get moved back. No, he's managed to keep that grid slot. A little bit of an iffy one there from Night Owl, but he's done quite well. and he has saved himself a little bit there, ladies and gentlemen, as the race is soon to get underway. DTYT was disqualified. Everyone on the grid. And now we wait for the light sequence. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights ahead of the drivers. The revs are building. And it's lights out. And away we go. A little bit of a late start there, ladies and gentlemen. But Night Owl instantly moves over to cover off the potentially quicker Ranga off the line. Ranga's going to look down the inside, but can't make the move done. Josh is going to overtake Remaster here for an early 3rd place. But he can't quite make the move stick, and Remaster is going to have to go wide here, and there is close racing already. Looks like Ranga up ahead is going really for challenging for the lead through the next couple of corners. Will he be able to get it? This is close. Will Racing already here in Tier 2, and he's got the move done, but the AlphaTauri has the inside line. But the Aston Martin's going to get outside low, moves over just to fend off from Night Owl, who had a little bit of a moment. Josh has got past the AlphaTauri, moves down into 4th place. Dima Amit is instantly on the back of the AlphaTauri looking for the move, but it looks like he might get overtaken by Bad Boy, who's making a little bit of a surge here in the Haas from 6th. And we'll have a little tussle here with Dima Amit. There's a lot of contact going on there between Josh and Remaster, but Remaster is going to retake 3rd place in this race, but Josh is obviously going to try and challenge for this position, and he will take the lead. And Josh, he's lost 2 positions in 1 corner because he's been overtaken by Dima Amit and Remaster. Dima Amit having a little bit of a poor exit to the corner and will want to get the throttle down and put away from him, but Ranga leads the race, but Night Owl is really now close behind, and he is going to squeeze him here. Is Ranga. Night Owl right up against the wall, but he will not be able to make anything happen. If anything, Night Owl's going to get probably a little bit of a better exit here and might be able to get past him in the next few corners. We will have to see how this one transpires, because this could be an incredible battle for the race that could last 29 laps, ladies. I was going to say ladies, actually. So there's a little bit of battle still going on here between the Haas and the Ferrari, and there goes the Haas. Bad Boys round. The Gaming Duo picks up a 5-second time penalty, so there is the Ferrari of Will Darrell spinning. You would think out of sympathy for him, but there is the first DNF of the race. The Gaming Duo has DNF'd in the pits. There is no safety car or no VSC, so racing will continue. Will Darrell now right down there in 17th place. So, the gap between the leaders now as Will Darrell spins in sector 1. Not a very nice corner. Maybe he doesn't have any front wing. No, he does have a front wing. It is all there still. But this battle for the lead could get very exciting. And of course, there will be lots of penalties in this race because it is street, so naturally everyone is going to be cutting corners that they don't really know the track limits of, or the limits of the track of. So a lot of corner cutting will probably ensue here. A lot of 3-second time penalties will be given out as here comes Night Owl down the inside. He's going to get a look in, and he is going to take the lead of the Miami Grand Prix, but Ranga says no sir, and he will get him back going down the main straight. And there is the 3rd 3-second time penalty of this Grand Prix. Just as I said, at Ranga and Night Owl having a beautiful scrap here for the lead, but Ranga is just holding him off a little bit longer in the Aston Martin here. The AlphaTauri getting a little bit impatient, and of course he's going to help his teammate really catch up and really put himself in the fight for this one. Can he pull it off? Can he pull it off? That is the golden question. And it is a question that we will have to ask ourselves as the gap is opening up. And it really is opening up. 3/10 is the gap. Remaster really has caught up with his teammates, and the race leader is Night Owl. Is Ranga, sorry, maybe losing a little bit of pace already in this race. And there's another spin, and it looks like the Alfie Boo on debut has spun. I believe it's his debut. I've never seen Alfie Boo before. The name anyway, and Night Owl is quite close to the back of Ranga, and he's going to get DRS. And this move is going to be done. Night Owl takes the lead of the race, and can he keep it though? Can he keep it going into the next turn? A little bit of a late break in here from Ranga, and he will take the lead of the race, and there was contact there. There was definitely contact because Ranga has not lost one, but he's lost 2 places. It's an AlphaTauri 1-2 so far in this Grand Prix. Brewmaster, though, is the fastest car out on track, but Ranga says no, sir. He wants to put his Aston Martin right in the mix here. He wants an Aston Martin sandwich. He wants to be sandwiched by the AlphaTauri as Brewmaster loses it. He gets all nervous. Coming out of that corner, it's going to give Dima Amit a bit of encouragement, and he will make the pass. Dima Amit moves up into 3rd place in the Williams. It is literally the 3 worst teams on the grid last year are the 3 best teams on the grid today. Brewmaster is in 4th. Racing time penalty for Josh here, and he will definitely not be the first one, so that's not something really that he can worry about or fret about. Ranga Night Owl very close here on pace. Only 3/10 separates them in the early stages of this Grand Prix. And if it can stay like this all race, it'll be a beautiful and exciting battle for the lead. And if it can last all 29 laps, that would be simply stunning. But will it happen? Well, it's only live once, so you might as well just stay here and watch. And I think we could see the lead change on this straight time and time and again. Everybody, I think this is going to be a huge overtaking hotspot for not only leaders, but everyone else out there on the field today. Jada Johnson has made a couple of places as Brewmaster. His little contact with the wall has meant that he's going to retire from this session. That's a little bit like it. Not really what I want to see. And Weckaz now is on the back of Scrufford up going into the first turn. Weckaz is going to overtake Scrufford Dog here, and it is only for 13th place, but he will not care because that was a nice little overtake. He's on the medium tyre, so he'll at least try and get up to a 13th, and when he gets to a 13th, he may have a little bit of struggles. The Pulse is a bad boy, though. Has really fallen. No, he wasn't the Pulse. Night Owl was the pole position. So can Night Owl maybe get a hat-trick? Here today, we'll have to see if he can set the fastest lap, and if he can set the fastest lap, he'd be on for a nice little hat-trick. I'll tell you what, who is on for a nice little result here? The Williams boys, 3rd and 7th. As it stands, Dima Amit, the higher of the 2. And this could be a beautiful little race for them if they could keep it. Jada Johnson picks up the 2nd 3-second time penalty of the Grand Prix. 4/10 is the gap between our race leaders, and we'll look at it like this for a little bit. And he is getting closer and closer and closer each lap, is Ranga. With a little bit of oversteer like that, though, he's going to lose time, more time than he wanted, and he has. Indeed, Will Darrell pottering around now in 16th place. A disappointing first lap from him. Will he be able to improve as the race goes on? Well, we'll have to find out. In Sector 3, there is a spin, and it is Looney Moo. Quick to recover, though, as Night Owl has left the session, meaning he will concede the lead of the race. And actually, I'm not going to have that, so I am going to invite him back because I'm a good Samaritan. And Ranga takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Sorry, Legend. Just inviting Night Owl back, but he's already joined. That's fine. Ranga takes the lead of the race because of that, and Dima Amit is going to get past Night Owl here as well. Night Owl not having the best race so far. He did leave the session temporarily just then, but he's back now, fighting stronger than ever you would think. And there was a yellow flag in Sector 2, and it hasn't really transpired. Hasn't really transpired into anything, but he's back and he is racing yet again now. That's good. Welcome back, Josh. He's going to go for the overtake here. And he gets the dive bomb done. Beautiful work from Josh. He's making his way back up the field. Currently sat in 4th place. A good little strive from him so far. Clearly he's faster than the Red Bull, who is on the faster tyres, as Dima Amit. DT Whitey, so picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Lap 7 of this Grand Prix then, and it's a little bit close here for the battle for 4th place. The Red Bull right on the back of the Ferrari here, and I want to see this more, not only in the game but in real life as well. I want to see the Ferraris getting their pace sorted out in real life and getting back up to where they were last season, battling really closely with Red Bull. But as it stands, there could be an overtake in a rather interesting position here. And now Josh looked for the overtake on Josh, but Josh couldn't quite get the move done on Josh there. As both of the Joshes really fighting it out for P4 here. Of course, Josh is potentially going to win this position, and coincidentally Josh is also potentially going to lose this position as well. As there's DTYT, he spins and has retired from the session. I think that may be the first safety car of Grand Prix. Here goes Josh. Josh is going to lose the position here, but Josh is going to get the move done nonetheless, and he is up into 4th place. Both of the Joshes there, and they make a little bit of contact, and Josh is not going to be very happy about that because of the contact with Josh. But Josh is going to probably have a little go at Josh later in the chat. But here goes Josh yet again, ladies and gentlemen. And into turn 1. Can Josh get the move done on Josh? No, Josh can't, but Josh is going to fight back though. And what Josh am I talking about? I don't even know anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be honest, I'm just commentating on the race. Night Owl has got back past Dima Ahmed, and Josh is going to lose 2 positions here, but Josh is going to gain a position on Josh, who did a typical Josh and drop right back down the order there. And I'm sorry, but there's a little bit of joshing going on there. Got to bring a little bit, Josh appreciation into the lives of you lots, as no safety car has come out and is the lead for the battle. Is the lead battle for the lead? Will it continue? That's a big question. Three seconds though is a big gap. Dima Amit is pretty close to 2nd place. And what will happen now is an excellent, stupendous question, and one that I'm still waiting to find out about. So, this battle for 4th, this is more interesting than the battle for the lead at the moment. Everyone else is quite set apart from these guys right here. I need to burp, so I keep pausing it. I do apologise. Do my job properly, and here it goes. RNG Merritt. He's going to go down the inside. A little bit of a bold adventure move there. He's going to move a little bit to cover it off, but Josh is going to get a much better exit. He's going to sail past, and he will retake 4th place, which of course was held by Josh, but Josh then lost position to Josh, and Josh, and then Josh here, Josh there, Josh everywhere. You know what I mean? We love a bit Josh. Joshes are the best people on earth, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let anyone ever tell you differently. But unfortunately, Josh has lost position here. His A13 Nightmare. He's dropping down the order. Bad Boy picks up a time penalty for track limit 20 laps. We'll go, Pete. Still to go. Can Dima Amit take the dive? No, he can't. And they're improving on their times compared to Ranga. They're getting a lot closer now. Dima Amit is really hot now on the tails of Night Owl. Can he potentially make a move into 2nd place? No, he cannot. This gap has slightly gotten bigger now. The gap has increased to about 3 seconds. so far. A13 on my map, putting in a little bit of a drive so far. Consistency is key. Currently sat in 8th place with his teammate Ranga in first. The commentator's curse is a cruel mistress. Because as I say that, of course, he spins down to P11. We'll move on from that. And Ranga is having a very good race so far, as he got a little bit wide there, but that's nothing to worry about. Maybe the medium tyres are either still getting to the optimal level, or are they maybe getting a little bit too hot now? Well, of course it is Miami, and it is quite a hot little circuit. He is improving. He's improving very, very slightly on his times, and he's gaining a little bit of time to Night Owl and Demon Amit. The gap has stayed the same for the whole pig-in lap. This was the gap at the end of the last lap. Oh, Demon Amit. Brown pants moment there. Someone get him some new pants because he nearly crashed. Nearly went straight into the back of Night Owl. That is not what you want to see from our racers here in FRR. Speaking of FRR, do you want to get involved in FRR? Do you want to be part of a great league? Race one of the best leagues. Well, the best league in the world. And do you want to be in the same position that Ranga is in, leading a tier 2 race? Well, you can do just that, but what you won't do is pick up time penalties in the pits, because we don't like that. We do not. Ladies and gentlemen, if you go onto your Instagram and you type in something a little bit like this, front row racing, you'll see front row racing F1. Give it a follow. Yeah, give it a follow. Yeah, give it a follow. And then you can DM it saying, oh, can I please have the league, the Discord link, to which someone will say yes, and you will get a Discord link, and then you join our Discord, in which you can become either a driver, or you can join myself and Jake in the commentary department, or you can even become a steward. You can do whatever you want to do. You can be whoever you want to be. Don't let anybody get in your way. Yeah? Don't let anybody get in your way. Because you can do it. Didn't mean to laugh at that. I was just watching Mark Goldbridge walk out on stage. And of course, if you don't know, Mark Goldbridge is the GOAT of our game. He's the GOAT. What can I say? He is the GOAT. And, so, Demon Amit in third place, still fighting for that second place. Bad Boy and Bad Boy, RNG Merit, have moved up into 5th and 6th. DJ Johnson still in 7th, for Rhyme in 8th. 9th is Workhouse, 10th is Scruff for Looney Moo. 11th Will Darrell. 12th in the Ferrari, Alfie Boo. 13th, 14th is a 13th, and Josh is in 15th and pitting. So, lap 12 of 29, we have 17 laps to go in the race. I'm going to move a little bit closer. We can be a little bit more intimate. And I'll move it away again. Well, as per usual, it is all settled down now. There is a little bit of a fight going on down here for 8th place, respectively. Fixed by Rhyme got the DRS open. He's not using that ERS which he has stored. Just a little bit of. These three very close, fighting for 4th place, of course. 2 of them have time penalties, so RG Merit, as it stands, would lead this little debacle that may arise in a few moments' time. Night Owl, though, very slowly catching Ranga, who's still in these very 16 laps to go now. Scruffy entering remains 40. That has surprised. To see Ranga still comfortably though in the lead of the race. Sounded a little bit like Chris Tarrant there, if you know who Chris Tarrant is, and woohoo, well done to you. Someone spins in the last sector, I think, sector 2, and that's a McLaren. That'll be Looney Moo has spun, hasn't retired from the race. Will be able to carry on, but of course, and later on, some breaking news for you, football fans out there. Adebayor retires from football, and Antonio Conte hasn't yet been sacked from Tottenham. I am a Tottenham fan, by the way. So if you want to banter me in the Twitch chat, of course, please do. By the way, no one's spoken in the Twitch chat yet. So I'd suggest you do, everybody. Yeah. Chat in the Twitch chat. I know Jake probably will, because Jake's a little rat and he likes to do things like that. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, is his favourite liners. My jaw begins to hurt. Well, it's a sign of talking too much, isn't it, really, when your jaw starts to hurt. Josh has pitted now. He's on fresh medium tails as his teammate Will Darrell spins in the first sector, but he will be able to keep this 14th position, of which he currently holds, and those mere hard tyres now will really be really hot. So he's got to be careful not to lose the car. Ranga clocking through these laps. Naito has a lot of pace because he is pulling and also he's gaining on Dima Amit and and Ranga respectively. You think he's probably the favourite for the win, isn't he? He's probably the favourite for the win, and Bad Boy would probably still just maybe be able to keep his name at the top of the championship. If it's were to happen, but I don't think that's actually possible. I think he does need to get to Dima Amit and past Dima Amit if he wants to stay top of the standings, but of course it would be tight at the top. 13 laps to go in the race. I'm gonna breathe on you. So we have had a couple of pit stops so far in this Grand Prix. Josh and Alfie have both pitted for the medium tyres. Wegler's pitted for the hard 3 laps ago. JD Johnson just come out the pits on these mediums. A13th has definitely pitted in the last 4 laps because he's on 4 lap old hard tyres. Looney Moo pits for brand new mediums. Josh is on 4 lap old hard tyres. Of course, we did see him in the pits, and now Ranga pits for fresh medium tyres. So does Dima Amit, so does Bad Boy, so does RNG Merit. Let's watch this. Will Bad Boy be holding up his teammates? Have they double stacked this one to perfection? There goes Bad Boy. Ooh, it's a little bit tight, and they get to work pretty much instantly on the Haas, and that's not going to stop his progress there. Ranga comes out in second place. He will take pole. He will take the lead of the race again, because it's 16 seconds to Night Owl ahead, and as we know, he needs 20 seconds to maintain the lead, well, to get past him, because his pit stop is 20 seconds long. So now it means, with the exception of Fixable Rhyme, Scruffadub, everyone has pitted, because Will Darrell is pitting now. So Fixable Rhyme in a pretty good spot here. He's got to pit. The big one. That boy, pretty good spot here, and it's going to be even in spec spot because he's just got past Scruffadub for 5th place, which will turn into, by my calculations, potentially 3rd. Although it might be a little bit tight with Night Owl when he comes out the pits. But he is setting purple sectors, ladies and gentlemen. Night Owl's in the pits. Ranga, will he be able to get past? Yes, he will. Ranga is going to once again take the lead of the race here at Miami for the second round. This season, what a season. It's looking like being a Night Owl takes second. Demon Emmett will keep third. Bad Boy is going to be on a hot pursuit of Ranga, but he's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That is not what he wanted to see. Ooh, bang there from Ranga. And could that be a little bit of wing damage for the Aston Martin Hill? Sincerely hope not, otherwise that'll be another pit and that'll be his race. Really quickly crumbling. Will Darrell, another spin for the Ferrari driver. I think my Nan could do better than him at this point, and she's been 6 feet under for 22 years. Ranga goes fastest with a 1:30 dead. Puts him, well, it's not qualifying anymore, so puts him with an extra point to his name, because of course, fastest lap counts for 1 extra point in the game scoring system, so he'll now be on 26 points if results stay the same. Can Night Owl catch him? The gap is 3.6 seconds there or thereabouts. Can he catch him? Well, we will have to see. It will be, well, it could be quite difficult, but Ranga, I think, is probably faster than Night Owl. At this stage, of course, they're very early days on these new medium dials, so we'll have to see about that. Elsewhere on the pitch, 9th and 10th is being battled over. JJ Johnson quite close now to Weckers. Let's ride on board with JJ Johnson now and see if he can take a couple more points home for Williams, his teammate, currently in 3rd place. So it's a good little showing from Williams today. Johnson maybe using a wheel here. He looks like a little bit of a wheel user, and his DRS is open. Weckers is going to move over to try and cover it, but there is going to be nothing to come of it. Wow, that was close. That could have been a DNF there. Will that be looked at by the stewards? We'll have to see. Was Weckers maybe deliberately braking early? Ooh, Conspiracy Theories 101, but this is looking a little bit saucy as RNG Merit tries to get past Alfie Boo for 7th place. This could get very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of Sector 2 overtaking today. Surprisingly, actually, I didn't know if the two drivers were trying to attempt it, but clearly they are. I'm not putting anything down on them. Just saying. Not necessarily what I would have expected. We have 9 laps of the race still to play out. 2.8 seconds now is the gap between this man Nightingale and this man Ranga, hoving him now in his sights like a lion who's prey. Moving him in, being quiet, being stealthy, slowly getting on with closing the gap. But will it all pay off in 8 laps time? We will have to see about that one, ladies. Well, just ladies actually, because only ladies watch this, because well, as they know, league races are all massive studs, aren't we, boys? Yeah, yeah, we are. Well, there is Ranga, still very much controlling this race so far. Dima Ahmet is still in third. This battle is still going on. Alfie Boo and RNG Merit. This is Alfie's first race, I believe, in FRR. And that's not bad going so far for him. Excellent question. What will transpire? Well, I personally think with 7 laps to go in this race that, well, yeah, I'll tell you what, right, listen to this, because this is blooming wild. I think that I've just remembered something. Ranga has 3 seconds, doesn't he? Yes, he does. 3 seconds and penalty means that he will drop down second in this race, and oh my lord, Scruff for Dub is still on these hard. That's 21 laps of hard tyres. This is quite something. If he can do a whole race on hard tyres, well, that would be pretty special. That would be pretty. Look at the right hand tyre, the degradation. These tyres must be dying. Will they die before the end of the race? We will have to find out. And I think the Red Bull, I think this is clearly showing the lack of pace. Man, these new underpants. I need new underpants. That was close. Jeez, that was close to the barrier there. The DRS then is going to present itself. It's going to open up, and I think Scruff may pit his lap, but he isn't, because he's defending his position. He's keeping his DRS open, and there goes Wekas down the inside, and that's as easy as Wekas wanted it to be. He'll take 8th place in his Grand Prix, and there goes Scruff into the mix. Fair dues, man. 22 laps on hard time. That's for him. 14, looks like Red Bull are only going to have one car scoring points in today's race. I tell you what, Aston Martin, pretty good showing today. Scruff for Dub is going to go for the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. It's going to take from your boy Ranga, I believe, who still holds the fastest lap. David Albert picks up a 3-second time penalty, meaning that he needs to keep, by keeping third place, he needs to just keep 3 seconds to Bad Boy, who is currently sat in 4th place. 6 laps left of this Grand Prix, and this battle for the lead is falling away now from and out of Ranga's hands. I mean, inevitably, I think it was, but will he be able to keep on the podium, Ranga? Will he be able to keep the pace going to build enough of a gap to Team Amit to keep second place? That is definitely going to have to be someone I think that he focuses on. Five laps left to go, and it looks like this could be a safety carless race, which is very, very strange. This point yesterday we were actually under. I think we were under a safety car 24 hours ago. Yesterday, actually, as JD Johnson pits for the soft tyres as well. For the leader race, here goes Nightowl DRS Open with all the ERS, and there's contact! Ranga's been spun. Good sportsmanship from Nightowl there, letting Ranga take the lead again. A little bit of contact there, that's been on stream, and I think that'll be Ranga's fault, because he was a little bit turned in there. Admittedly, maybe Nightowl could have made himself more known, but that was very interesting. Got a little bit tasty for a second there. Between the two leaders, that's allowed Dima Amit to catch up by about a second, and there's Will Darrell yet again about to be lapped. He has spun, and he may be standing in for Jael Moser, who of course is not with us today. RIP. And they're chatting, that guy, I think now we're on another minute's silence. Ladies and gentlemen, another minute's silence please for Jael Moser. Lead for the race will go again, and there is Nightowl going down. This has been squeezed by Ranga. This is interesting racing. I mean, I don't really know why Ranga's fending off the position, to be honest. I mean, he knows he's going to lose the race at this point. So, what's the point? I'll tell you what the point is, ladies and gentlemen. Well, actually, if they keep fighting, they're just going to both lose time to Demalman's behind, which could allow him to really capitalise. Maybe climb the grid even higher. Lap 26 of 29. We've definitely burned a safety car 25 hours ago. The fact that we haven't had a safety car is weird. It is weird, and I think Will Darrell is going to go now to Eden Tyres, but he's going to DNF from the race in the pits. Disappointing day for him then. Josh is going to bring home points nicely though for Ferrari as he sat in 5th. There goes Nightowl down the inside. Ranga's going to fight back again, and there's more contact between the race leaders here. Not a lot separates them, 2 tenths separates them at the moment. And Nightowl getting a little bit impatient now. Surely he will get the move done on the straight, but can he? That is going to be the question. Yes, he will. He's going to go right. He's going to have a DRS. He's going to switch quickly back to the left-hand side. And is there going to be more contact here? We've seen it already. There isn't contact, but Ranga's going to get the better exit. He is going to get ahead, and Night Owl yet again is going to have to fight for the win on track. Of course, he will win this race because of the penalty which Ranga currently holds. But if he can just win it on track, that'll be a little bit more bittersweet. Billy Johnson having just overtaken Billy Moo gets a 5 second, 3 second time penalty. Oh, that's it. So, coming in the lead of the race, and look at those DNFs. All down with DTYT Remaster in the game duo, all DNF'd on new tyres. Don't know why. Don't know how. But yeah, it's very interesting. Lap 27 of 29. The race is almost over, and a pretty dull race at that. If we're going to be frank, let's be brutal, let's be honest with ourselves. It's been a pretty dull race. Not a lot has happened, but it still could all happen as these two are still fighting for the lead of the race. Elsewhere on track there is no battles, so all 3 to 5 seconds behind one another. This is the only battle which is less than a second as it stands, and it will still stand less than a second. To each other, it is ebbing away, and who's catching JJ Johnson right down on the bottom of the field. There is the first signs that I'm going to lose my voice, which is actually good because I don't talk a lot anymore. What a joker! What a knee slapper! So, this is it. We are now entering the final, last lap in about a second's time. We will be on lap 29 of 29. Will Night Owl take the lead of the race on track? That is the question. Josh is going to pit for one last time. Going to go for the fastest lap attempt, 6 to 1. There is a yellow flag, and that'll be JD Johnson, I believe. As there goes Night Owl on the straight, takes the lead of the race, but Ranga's going to fight it back, and Ranga's going to get down the inside. They're both going to go wide here, and who is going to come out on top? There's contact again. That was Night Owl. That was Night Owl. Lost. He got it all wrong. A little bit too messy out of the last corner. And that was squeaky bum time for Night Owl. Could have just thrown his whole race away there, but it looks like he will keep it. And it looks like the podium is sealed. Dima Amit is going to get first podium of the season, and as well as him, so is no. The podium will be pretty much the same as it was last time out. There goes Night Owl. Take the lead. Ranga's going to keep it though, and Dima Amit will get another podium to his name. Bad Boy last time was on the podium, not today though. Dima Amit is going to take his place, and take his place he has done with style, ladies and gentlemen. 7 seconds is the gap between him and Bad Boy in P4. In the last lap, the last corner of the Grand Prix, Night Owl is going to take the lead, and he is going to go on now and win this race. Ranga gives him a little kiss. Thanks very much for that, and the leader's race is going to go down to the last couple of corners here, but Ranga knows he's not going to win it. He knows he's not going to get it, but across the line, Night Owl wins the Miami Grand Prix A great 29 lap fight with Ranga for the lead. He comes out victorious. Demon Amit, congratulations, he's picked up his first podium of the season. Bad Boy finishes in 4th, with Josh coming round the corner now. Will get 5th, but he will get a 5-second time penalty. Moves him down to 6th. RNG Merit is going to move up to 5th. Therefore, here comes Rakaz. Now 7th place for the Red Bull driver. Fixable Rhyme. Bosch across the line in 8th. A13th picks up points today, and it is 9th. Alfie Boo is in 10th. A good point on debut for him. Scrufferdub narrowly missing out. Nearly gets it all wrong there, and Scrufferdub will stay in 11th. Here comes Lulu now in 12th. Last week's driver of the day in 12th today. I'm a poet. I don't even bloody know. Here he is. 12th place goes to Lulu. Jada Johnson with a time penalty, but that will not matter because behind him Josh is 10 seconds behind. Here he comes, Jada Johnson now, rounding the final corner. He finishes 13th for today's race, and coming across the line in just a couple of seconds time will be 14th and final place. Josh, Will Darrell, DTYT Room Master and the Gaming Duo are the ones who did left from the Grand Prix. That is it. Round 2, Tier 2 is over. Night Out takes first win of the season, followed by Ranga, followed by Demon Amit, followed by Bad Boy. In 4th, RNG Merit is 5th, with Josh XIC, I believe, is in 6th, if my memory serves me correctly. Well, as per tradition, I end on the podium. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure to commentate for you today. I'm sorry I've been a bit off, my throat is dying. There he is then. Here comes Night Owl, back where he belongs. P1 in today's race. What a race it was, a pretty dull one. At that, there's the podium. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Josh, you have been you. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you all next time out for round 3 of the Tier 2 Championship. Tune in on Saturday for F2. Tune in on Monday for Tier 1, and back on Tuesday for Tier 2. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.